Hello YouTube fans, here again. I'm not going to do this one long, so it's a small one. Today's my day off work, and I figure why not talk to this one. There's a partition out. There seems to be a lot of partitions out later. Some's about government. As we know, we had one to do with the margarine, so we're sick of them. Take it 5 days, we're sick of them, they put a strain on the concert. But before we had the one that we want to Starman out, because let's be honest, it's not exactly it's not definitely a people's person. It's definitely when he goes abroad. Again, he's learning his manners. I still got that one up if people want to see it. I did that out of anger. Yeah, I know. I went abroad. I don't know why I'm sticking my dodo out, but at the end of the day, he's supposed to be sent to the United Kingdom. He's supposed to be a good example to all of us. And if you ain't got a good example, you haven't got a role model for an MP, you ain't got anything really, haven't you? Especially when you think she's got the power, the authority to push in, when other people have been waiting in line. And the ignorant bastard wanted to pick his kids up. So he had his lapdogs, right? He had his lapdogs go in the car, holding people up even more just to pick his fucking kids up. He went on the fucking ride everyone else waited patiently for. So in my fucking eyes, he's just fucking ignorant, as well as fucking arrogant, as well as fucking stupid, as well as thinking he's a do above us, the little people. But I don't really give a fuck about taste and hopefully the sits, his partitions should work. So it's not really why I'm speaking. It's not why I'm speaking. I found out today, right? It's my day off work, back in tomorrow. But I found out today from one of my friends. And my mate posted something. And I'm reading it, and I'm thinking, what the fuck is this? He sent me here. What the fuck is this? And then I thought I phoned him up sometimes, I was curious. And he told me there's a partition now, a new one, for the working Joe. That means me. Not just me, but it also means you, means anyone who's a worker. We all know, right, there's a tax where the government, if you're making so much, they can tax it. But now people have had enough. People thinking, why are we paying the government money what we've worked for? So that extra money what we work for, we get to 1,000, and we get a bit more like 20% of 1,000. We know right that the government, the wonderful government, will tax that. I ain't gonna dictate starming my money I work for. I don't get that much anyway. But never if I did, right, for example, I ain't gonna dictate starming that. I ain't gonna diff any other Prime Minister that. Why? Same as when you pay your council tax. Say the same thing to what I'm just going to say now. Why? Why? Why did I diff them? These teety fucks. My money, what I work for, that money's mine. That extra bit of money could come in handy for a rainy day. Let's say my TV was to break, or my laptop went on me, or I had a big bill I had to pay, or I don't fucking know. Anything. It's for a rainy day. That money could be for anything. That money could fucking... It's money I work for. I've worked for that money. Why should I give it to an MP or a Prime Minister or any of the government for what? For what? People let me know for what. So it's not just me getting taxed. So I'm not just talking about me here. I'm talking about yous, the people. You will get taxed by the DD government. And you've got to think, no. So yeah, I signed this partition. I don't know why, because I don't think I get that much anyway. So I don't think the government will tax a percentage. But I tell you they will. And you people, the people, have worked for that. Why should you respect a government like the Tories, which are shit in the same boat as Labour, and then you've got Labour who don't do a damn about the old people, worked all their lives, now living on a pension, which is probably pitiful, and they can't afford to eat, You know what really turns my stomach, and I will say this, one of the MPs in Labour turned around and said, well, why can't they put the eating on? How unsensitive is that when they can't afford to put the heating on? That's rich for a rich man to say that, isn't it? These are old people who worked all their lives. Keir Starmer, don't get me started there. This imbecile went on holiday. He went on a fucking holiday where the old people are freezing. So why did I give these assholes my money that I work for? Why should I use the people? So there's a partition. I've read it, and so many people have already signed it. You'd be surprised how many people sign it. Go to your government website. I'll be happy to send this to anybody what works. Anybody what works for a living. There's a thing, you go on it, you go in your email, you type it in, you put in your postcode, you got an email, you do that, and you send it. The partition, you know what? More people have these partitions, because daddy, you won't get them on your everyday web page. You are sticking that, I say it again with confidence and charity, you are sticking that, you're sticking that to the government, because the government are supposed to be for you. Labour used to be for the working, Joe. Not anymore. Keir Starmer's a prime example of that. So do it. Why should you be taxed, people, for what you work for? You've worked your money. Some of that could be going for your pension. Some of that could go for your kids in the next generation. Some of that could be paying for whatever. Instead, you're being taxed by the government who tell you that do not give a shit about you. So you're sticking it back to the government, people. And you've worked all your life. You've worked for what? To get a shitty pension, and the government don't give a shit about you even when you get old. The only reason, right, and I'll say this again with fucking charity and confidence, big word. The only reason why the government wants so many people to get jobs, whether you're young, whether you're dirty 30, whether you're in your middle age, the only fucking reason why they want people to get into work is not because they give a shit. Don't buy that bullshit there. It's not because they want you to better yourself. Don't buy that bullshit there. It's so if you make so much money, they can tax you. They can tax you for the money you've worked for. And that's not fair and use. If you make a percentage that goes up to 1,000 to fucking 20,000 in your pay slip, or if you do it, it's a bit of overtime, the government can take a big percentage of that. They'll take about 12 or 40% of that, what you've worked for. Why? Why should you do it to these government when they clearly don't give a shit? For what? For what? That's like when you pay your fucking poll tax and you pay the cheesy fucking council. For what? For what? Oh, we empty the bins. Yeah, bin men are so fucking fussy. So fussy. Oh, we don't put it in that bin. Don't put it in that bin. Fuck you. And fuck you to the government. You shouldn't have to pay more for what you work for. So there's a partition. There's me giving a fight. Search on your web page. Search on the government web page. And tell you Labour won't do that. So they don't give a shit more about the working job. And sign it. Because what you're doing is you're saying, no, we want our 40%. We've worked for it. We're not doing it to the government. And I'm saying that to use the working job. There's a partition out there now. Go on it. I'll be happy to sew it, right? Do 1 week, I'll be sewing it. So many people have already signed this partition. It's not bullshit. If I can find a link, as I say, I'm not that good at technology, but one day around the road, if I can find that link, I will send it to you. Search for the link, I'm going to send it to everyone that works. I will send it to you. Don't give the Keir Starmers out there and the other government what don't give a shit about you. Will attach you for working. It's not fair in anyone that works. Don't do it. What, this black hole will tax the fucking the rich people, not the working jobs. Said that then, bang, shoot me on the head. Tax the rich people, Labour. Tax the rich people. Don't tax the people that don't need to be fucking taxed. But anyway, be smart, be safe. See you later.